What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope you had a great weekend. Um, Getting into this episode of GH, I should call this show Mellow Hospital. Honestly, because I feel like a lot of people have mellowed out. I'm not getting the reactions I thought I would be getting from certain people. It's just a little mind boggling. But I kind of understand it the more I sit back and I analyze and I think I get why people like Sonny and Ava and a lot of other people are acting the way that they're acting on nonchalant about this issue. Not only with Spencer, but with Nina. It's like some people's reactions are just, all right, whatever. That's how I feel. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's like, all right, whatever. She did what she did. He did what he did. Let's move on. Normally, I don't like it, and I kind of don't, but I'm starting to get it. Certain ones, like Ava and stuff. Nicholas went hard. Nicholas is the reaction I was expecting. I do feel like he went a little overboard on certain parts, but he's giving me the reaction to this that I wanted. You know what I mean? A little overboard, a little, doing overdoing, but he's giving it. I can understand why Ava's not like going crazy. I get why she's not. I'm pretty sure she's pissed at Spencer, and she doesn't really buy his apologies and stuff like that because she feels like, are you really genuinely sorry? Or are you sorry that your plan failed? You know what I'm saying? That you should have tried harder. So I get where she's coming from there. Nicholas, I feel like he went the hardest. Like Nicholas was not having it. Him saying that Spencer is dead to him, to Ava, I felt like that was too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand you want to yell at him, as you should as a parent. But the whole you're dead to me thing, that's huge, and you shouldn't say that. Because I think Ava mentioned something similar to Kiki. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn she said something similar to Kiki. And look what happened to Kiki. And that triggered Ava when he said that. And Ava told him, don't say that. You should be glad that your child is still here because hers is not. You know what I mean? Um, I think he went overboard with that. Kicking Spencer out, disinheriting him. I would have done this, I would have done that more than likely because in my opinion, since you want to run around here, this is my philosophy. If you want to be grown, you want to act grown, then go out there and be grown in your own house. That's my philosophy on this. Go out there since you want to be grown. You want to, act like you're an adult. You want to do adult things. Then go out there and do adult things. But you're not going to do it in my house. You're not going to do it with my money. So I totally understand Nicholas for that. I stand by Nicholas with that. Throw his ass out. Because what he did, what Spencer did, was totally crossing the line. You know what I mean? Like you involved the child in your machinations. You involved the child in your foolishness. That's where I crossed the line. Even though he wasn't obviously gonna do anything physically to Avery or nothing like that, but the fact that you involved her, you took it too far. Spencer took it way too far, and it didn't need to go that far. You know what I mean? He could sit there and sob, he wanted about, I wanted to stop this a long time ago. You should have never started it. You should have never started it. You should have just had a conversation. But then again, it's daytime drama, so that wasn't gonna happen. I gotta remember that too. Like, yeah, it's daytime drama. You're not gonna get a conversation out of everybody. You're gonna get drama. And I'm happy for it. I'm here for it. But he took it too far with that. If you got beef with Ava and Nicholas, keep it that way. Keep it with those two. Don't involve a little kid in your games. You know what I'm saying? That's where you messed up. So I totally understand where Nicholas was coming from because I would have done the same thing. I would have threw your ass out. I just wouldn't have said that you're dead to me. I wouldn't go that far. But for the time being, you're going to remove yourself from the property. That's what you're going to do. You want to be grown, go out there and be grown and go get your own. You know what I mean? That's just my philosophy on it. Um, but I'm happy that, all's well in well. Nicholas and Ava don't have to get a divorce. They burned the divorce papers. So they're gonna move forward. Hopefully, Nicholas and Spencer can find a way to get right with each other. Um, but I think as long as Esme is around, I don't think that's gonna happen. And it's not even just Esme. I just feel like Spencer has a lot of residual anger towards his father, and they need to sit down and try and figure out a way to work that out. Because Spencer, he's a Cassadine. They hold grudges. it's hard for them to let go of anything. You know what I mean? Like, look at his great grandmother. It's hard to let go of, look at Stavros and them. They don't let go of issues. Like, they continue the game. Um, so anyway, Esme is running around the Savoy trying to get all up into a club she ain't got no business being in because she's underage. Um, Calling Spencer to party and celebrate Ava being out of Nicholas's life or whatever. Too bad, little girl, you didn't get your wish. Your plan failed. It was a good effort. You get a D for effort, but it failed. Um, Curtis found out about her little fake ID and told her to turn that ass around and get out the club. You are underage. You come up in here with a fake ID. Like, get to stepping. Um, when Jocelyn and Trina confronted her, she was shocked that Spencer confessed because she didn't think he was gonna do it. Like he would go that far. So when he confessed and stuff like that, and they were just confronting her about coming to Sonny with all of this and stuff and trying to manipulate him. Spencer came in or whatever into Kelly's, and he just was not here for the argument. Like, he was already feeling bad about what just took place at Windermere, so he wasn't feeling it. So he just turned around and left. Trina followed him or whatever, and Trina wished that she would have known that he was really Spencer before and what he was up to, before, because she could have tried to talk him out of it, at least try and talk him out of the foolishness that he was, into. Honestly, though, Spencer needs to kick Esme to the curb. Like, he really do. Because that girl is bad news. She's going to keep leading him down this little badass road. I don't know what kind of spell this girl got on him. But she's striking me as the type of person that's some type of voodoo witch. Like, she got some type of spell on this boy. He need to let that go. My guess is he's probably at this point going to move in with Kevin and Laura. Even though Laura's still out of wherever she at, witness protection. So he probably gonna move in with Kevin because I don't see Kevin turning him away or nothing like that. Because Laura definitely would have took him in. So this is gonna be a doozy for her when she comes back to town and figure this and find out about all of this mess. I wonder what her reaction gonna be to it. So anyway, moving on from that, the look on Sonny's face when Carly confronted him about Nina keeping him away and stuff and him not telling her, the look on his face just looked like, why did I come back? Like, I did not come back here for you to nag me. And that's how he was looking for some of the parts. Like, he was just looking like, why did I want my memory back again? Or why did I come back here? And my whole thing is, like, she's confronting him about, oh, why you didn't tell me that Nina was the one who kept you away? And Carly, my darling, sweetheart, if you want all those answers, how about you give him some answers about what you and Jason was doing up in that bedroom when he found you? Well, how about you give him those answers about how y'all wanted a real marriage and, y'all was in love and slobbing each other down. You ain't tell him about all that. I'm just saying, if you want full disclosure, you got to give full disclosure. I'm just saying that it's a two-way street. Sonny didn't really care at that point. He didn't want to talk about Nina. He didn't want to talk about Nixon Falls. He was like, he just said, let's concentrate and focus on our relationship right now. Took her by the hand. They went upstairs, and you know what happened. He tore that ass up. We know what happened when he took her upstairs. He was putting on that Barry White. Practice what you preach. I'm just saying. He put on that Barry White, that Teddy Pendergrass. Turn off the lights. Light a candle. You know what was going on upstairs. Another Corinthos baby in the making, maybe. Lord knows we don't need that, but you know. You get the gist of what I'm saying, but we don't need another Corinthos child. I'm just saying. Carly's baby making days should be long over. Should be done. Stitch it up. Sew it up. Sonny needs to get a vasectomy. I'm just saying. Finally. So anyway, Nina was sitting there telling Curtis about everything that was going on in Nixon Falls, about Sonny, just giving him the lowdown and stuff. And his response to it was very, like nonchalant, like, oh, you made a mistake, and like basically forgiving her. And when Michael and Willow confronted her about it, Curtis jumped to her defense, basically telling Michael and Willow to try and forgive Nina, give her a second chance, and do it for the child or whatever, do it for Wiley. Obviously, she wasn't thinking about Wiley because when it was his birthday, she chose to be in Nixon Falls with Sonny. When it was her grandson's birthday, if she really cared about Wiley, she would have took her ass to Port Charles, and she would have been there for her, grandson's birthday, or she would have just told the family the truth if she really cared, or if she was remorseful. Um, and it's so funny to me how Curtis is defending her, talking about second chances and forgiving. Where the hell was all this when it came to Jordan? Yeah, Jordan lied. She made mistakes, but he wasn't so forgiving. He was ready to file divorce papers. Hell, he did. He didn't even try to fix that marriage. He didn't try to say, oh, well, you made a mistake. I forgive you. Let's try. Let's work on it. No, he dropped her ass like a bad habit. So Curtis missed me with all that foolishness. Are you sitting here forgiving her, but you couldn't forgive your wife? That's foolish. That is foolish. That's stupid to me. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna throw out forgiveness and chances and stuff, you should have did it for the one that you vowed sacred, marriage to. That's the one you should have gave a second chance to. But I get it. Whatever. So anyway, moving on from that, Sam and Dante was up in Monte Carlo looking good. They was looking all dapper. Dante had the little tux on, and Sam was all dialed up. She was in black as usual. They were looking for somebody named Dallas or whatever that was gonna hopefully lead them to Drew. So they sitting there, Sam told Dante or whatever to kiss her, and she threw a drink in his face after they kissed, and that was all a diversion or whatever. And Dallas came over because she's the owner of the casino or whatever. Um, Sam went off with Dallas's date, and Dallas and Dante went upstairs, I guess, to her room and whatnot. Dante was trying to charm her and sweet talk her. I said, okay, so y'all got a little espionage going on. Okay, all right. I'm still not a fan of, I'm still not on board of a potential Sam and Dante relationship. I'm still not on board with that just yet, but I do like them working together to try to figure out the whole Drew situation and them, looking all dialed up in Monte Carlo. But Dante needs to understand that if you have to sleep with that woman to get some information, then that might be what you have to do. Just make sure you protect yourself, because we don't need no future children popping up and she talking about she pregnant. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do when you undercover. Um, I don't know if this Dallas woman is gonna lead them to Drew or not, but it just might, because remember, Holly I think was in Monte Carlo. I think at that same casino too, where Rudge was working at. So it may just lead them if they ask the right questions and do the right things, and find the right information. But I love it. I love a good adventurous storyline, and this one looked like it could be fun. Anyway, to be honest, if I was Dante though, I would be careful about drinking that scotch that she handed him, because people are quick. They could slip a Mickey in there real quick without you knowing it. Before you know it, you all drugged up out your mind. So just be careful with that one. Um, so anyway, this was a pretty good episode, decent episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.